Joan Raudenbush Wendel.
Okay, and you brought in.
I joined Beta Sigma Phi. That's my one that I belong to now. Alpha Delta Pi. My freshman year, '53. So we got the jackets, and it was a new jacket, I think, at that time. And I do not know how many years they used that jacket from that company, but the Susquehanna it was a jacket school. It seemed like every sorority and every fraternity, and they had jackets. So that was very important. So anyway, that was my jacket, and I did wear it for a few years after I graduated, but somehow it got packed away. And when we downsized, I came across it in a box. And it was all folded up and everything, and I thought, I think I'll have this dry cleaned and see what it looks like. Came out pretty good. So and I thought, I'll wear that. It'll be an attention, or it'll be a conversation starter. So, and it is.
And why did you decide, specifically to bring back that jacket?
Because it's really the only thing I have that, I have some pennants, the felt pennants. It's really the only material thing that I have from school that I can think of. And I was going to wear it anyway, because I just wanted to. Yeah.
What was it like being in a sorority in 1953?
Oh, it was very nice. I was a day student, and I felt I needed something to get to know the other students a little better since I didn't live in the dorm. So joining sorority helped a lot. I made a lot of friends that I still have, and we still keep in touch. And it just made me feel closer to the gals who lived on campus. And I got to know them better, and so that was my main reason for joining. But we had one little room in Seibert Hall, under the steps, like a huge bedroom. That's about all we had. And the KD was the same, and the SAI we all just had one room. Now since then they have houses. But, and since then the school has really grown. We only had about 100 in our class. So it has really grown since then. But it was very nice. I got to do a lot of things, we would have our own dance in I think it was February, where we had our own sorority dance, and we all invited our guests. It was a formal dance. I don't know if they still have that or not. And I helped with the float at homecoming, and also things like that made me feel more a part of the student group, even though I lived at home. It helped.
Are there any times? Are there any? Sorry, I'm trying to think.
Any things that
anything that specifically stand out while you were here that you'd like to share?
Well, that's something kind of interesting. After I became a member of a sorority, I was active in a rushing program, where we would rush the incoming freshmen. And it was traditional for each sorority to have their own rush party. And we would pick on a theme, and it was always a big secret what our theme was going to be, Well, we decided on a pirate party. So we got costumes and decorations and everything. And the nights, they were just one night after, 2 nights, like a Tuesday and a Wednesday, we had to clear away all our decorations, put them away, because they were in the main social room in Seibert Hall is where the party was. We put wires up, and we had vines hanging. I mean, we really went all out for decorations. Well, then the next night, Kappa Delta had their party, and their big secret was that theirs was a pirate party too. Neither one of us knew. Everything was completely different, but it was the same theme. And so after that, I think they determined that each sorority would give their theme to the Dean of Women, so she could find out if they were the same or not, or do something about it before, well, it could be changed. But that was kind of funny. That was one of the things I remember. Being a day student, I probably don't have as many recollections as a lot of them who lived here, because I wasn't ever here in the evenings. I came to as much as I could. I belonged to the Biamic Society and Alpha Delta Pi and the Day Students Organization, so I kept busy that way also. So, and I made a lot of friends who were day students. We still keep in touch. Lynn Hassinger Askew, who is very popular, works here at this, works with the school. She and I were in the same class. We were both day students, so I know her about the best. So, but I think that's. I can't think of it, and I'll think of something later. I can't think of anything now that really stands out. Nope. We had our. I know one of the years, I was in charge of the Alpha Delta Pi would have a party one night during the week for all the graduated members that still lived in the area, the alumni. And there's always a fair amount of them, and we had a very nice party for them. And it was my idea. I went to the ice cream place in Sunbury, and I had them make up ice cream favors in the shape of our pin in blue and white, and had AP pie put on it, but they were ice cream. Well, that was kind of a neat thing to do. So I can't think of anything else. I like coming to the football games. But I worked at the Dutch Pantry as a waitress there to help pay for my education. I worked there full-time in the summer and weekends in the winter. So I lost out on a lot of the things that were happening. But that's the way it goes.